Yo, welcome everyone to a brand new video, and today it's time for Eseries PSGL. And as you can see, we're racing around Austria Red Bull Ring. And last week we were not driving because I was in Saudi Arabia for the Esports World Cup. But now we're back, and this is Q1, and our first lap was good enough to get us through to Q2. So that was nice. Clean lap also for Bicho, who is our teammate today driving with us. Managed to make it through to Q2 with one lap. Now across the line in Q2. First lap 0.335.
Quicker in Q1 than Q2. It's insane.
And like I said, I did a quicker lap time in Q1 as I did in Q2 on that lap. But now we are on our final quali lap in Q2. Currently almost 1.5 tenths up, going into the final two corners, down to 5th gear for the final right-hander across the line. It's 1 minute 3.143, currently P4, but there are still guys to cross the line, but luckily we managed to make it through in P9. But you can see how close the gaps are. It's only 200s between P1 and P5, and I think it was 800s between the top 10. Unfortunately, Fabrizio did not make it. He's in P15, but now this is our fastest lap we're doing in Q3. Actually our first lap as well. Turn 1 was alright at a little moment, but didn't lose too much time with that. Now into turn 3, down to 3rd gear. It's a 0.859 in the first sector, and now using the ERS on the exit of this corner. Now into turn 4, back to 4th gear. Missed the apex there. Ideally you want to hit the curb a little bit, and now into this double left-hander, keeping in the 6th gear, very smooth on the steering. 0.934 is our split, and now it's only the final two right-handers. Very hard to nail them, of course, as it's so high speed. Now down to 5th gear, and we absolutely nailed that final corner. It just left some space on the exit, but it's a 0.039 there for our first lap, and this is our final attempt. But as you can see in turn 1, a slightly bit too much curb unsettles the car, and that was 1/10 gone, and that means not improving anymore. So it's P9, not ideal, but we can work from here. So let's head into the race. Here we are then at the start, and as you can see, the entire race will be wet, and we underviewed the car with a 0.07 liters. So yeah, you guys will see what happens. But away we go from P9, and our start is pretty decent, but Tycho up the inside, and he has to go over the inside there. We get squeezed a little bit on the exit of turn 1, but we managed to keep our position for now. And now it's up to turn 3, and just gotta take it easy. Car setting it left and right, but we get stuck behind Ben Marbles there, and that gives Mirko the opportunity to go around the outside. So we've lost one position here, which is not ideal, especially in the rain. Can be harder to make moves as there is no DRS available. But yeah, just gotta take it easy. And now at the end of lap 1, we're straight away gonna try and get our position back. Down the inside in turn 1 we go, and leaving him the space on the exit there. And now using our battery, because you can save a lot of
50%.
You can save a lot of energy anyway. And now on the inside, but we are a bit too cautious here. and that gives Mirko a better run on the exit, as
35 and exit.
we made a little bit of contact there because I was not paying that much attention, and now up the inside again, and I hook his tires here because I did not expect him to come back to the right that quick, but try to keep it around the outside also for this left-hander. Broke a little bit too late there. We do have a good exit, but we don't have any battery left, so we're gonna lose this position to Mirko, unfortunately, and stay in P10 for now. But
Well, I choked.
obviously the guys behind have still a lot of battery, so you can see how much more straight line speed they have. So we're gonna try and defend as hard as we can to not lose
Oh, for fuck's sake.
that many positions. And now it's also Tycho Hardy is gonna try and look down the inside. We squeeze him there, but we give him the racing room. And now keeping it around the outside in turn 3. And that way we have managed to keep our position in P11, but still lost 2 positions since the start. So
What's the fuel on?
Minus 78.
How much did you start on?
I think something like this as well.
Yeah, I might have to start fuel saving then.
Right.
So we need to start fuel saving as we start with -7, -07.
Are we not saving anything in the rain then?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
But we're now on at minus 0.78. So this is exactly what we have to do. Before every
Yeah, that's why
braking
Patrick's slowing
zone,
down as well.
we need to
How much
get
is now?
completely off the throttle to save fuel, and that simply costs a lot of time. I remember the past F1 games I've played, I think all of them, you're always saving fuel in the rain simply because you have you put less throttle and you usually brake earlier in wet conditions, so that simply means you use less fuel. But in F1 24 apparently not, as Leo had an insane move there on the outside, but now Tycho Hardy again trying on the outside, but there's Fabrizio right behind us, so we defend off Tycho, and that way Fabrizio gets past him as well. But yeah, by the way, that move from Leo, that was very good. I didn't use and actually want someone to be ahead of me, but the way he overtook us, that was pretty impressive, so hats off to him. Now
You can
Yeah,
go.
you need to
I
replace-
think we're gonna let Fabrizio through as well, as we still had to save a lot of fuel in this race, so he is gonna get past, and we're just gonna try and follow him and not hold him up much more. So now Fabrizio decided to go into the pits. He's gonna slow down a little bit here, so we can go around the outside and don't lose
Cheers.
that much time. And now in lap 19 we are gonna go into the box and go for another set of inters, as the tire was pretty high around here. I think I could have made it until lap 30, but after that you are in puncture territory zone and you don't want to risk that. And also new inters can gain you a lot of time.
Minus 18 now. Minus 17.
So
16.
we are at minus 16, 17 fuel here, so we're not there yet, but we're slowly getting there. And now Liam Stevens ahead of us. We're gonna go down the inside in turn 3, and he gives us the perfect amount of racing room there up the inside. But now we're gonna use our battery and make the move stick. Now still as you can see, saving fuel, as I was just about equal, I think, at this point.
Nice one. Try to get past them as quick as
Um,
possible.
Oh,
And
he's gonna
now-
go in fantastic.
Angelo is going into the pits, as apparently some guys boxed too early, and now you can see as well, this is Ben Marbles.
Why are there people boxing?
Marbles, sorry. And
The tires aren't going to make it.
they boxed too early the first time, so they have to go again and get another set of inters. So that's good for us, as we boxed in lap 19, which was
Is
pretty
that
late.
their second pit lap? Or
Yeah, that is. That is.
So now lap 28, still saving fuel, as I just wanted to have the final 5-6 laps to go fully flat out and not worry about fuel anymore. And now you can see cars ahead are battling very hard. And look at Patrick Sipos, he's going for a move on Mirko, but they make contact. Mirko's off the track, and
Where are the
Patrick
cars that pitted? Are they far ahead of
had
you?
damage
behind
there.
you?
They're in P13 and P14. They're not too far behind the train.
Do you think we should
Two
pit?
dark red cars.
Ah, it's
No.
too late.
yeah, I'm plus 12 now. Should be good.
So now plus 12, which should be
Keep
enough.
pushing it.
Getting dry.
Here, ask for a weather report.
Weather report. Ah, the game doesn't understand me. That's amazing.
I don't have the button for it.
Yeah, I do. No rain expected. Inters look like the best tires.
So Fabrizio was worried that dry
Overheating.
tires would be quicker.
Yep, Steph's,
Looking back at it, we all realized it was never going to work. But yeah, you will see. I think this lap he's gonna try and go for a dry set of tires. But now, in this corner, turn 3, going down the inside of Declan Barrett, trying to make the move down the inside, but we don't have the traction. So
Be
just
ready
about
to
couldn't
pit
do
on
it.
the
And now
stage.
Will Lewis is right behind us. Declan defends the inside. We're gonna try and look at the outside. And now Will Lewis is up the inside. He makes a bit of contact.
I got our,
And on exit
Yeah,
make
that's
contact again. But
I got our
Uh,
tire.
we managed
Yep,
to keep our position
box
here.
is lap fab. Duncan, you have to stay out.
So Fabrizio is gonna box
Yeah, I'm
this lap.
overheating like crazy.
In this lap.
As he says there, he is overheating, but we are about to head into lap 32, and that strategy was not going to work. But now Reese Linton is right behind us, and he has made 2 pit stops this race. His second one was very late, so he has much fresher tires. Now down the inside of Declan Barrett again. I think the gap was around 3/10, but we still managed to get it down the inside. And now using our battery, we have more straight line speed, and that's the move done. And it's just ideally we have someone in between me and the race clutch drivers, which is Reese Linton and Lini Pepinter, as they have much fresher tires, because they were leading the race and boxed again because they wouldn't make it till the end. But now Leo Lund right ahead of us, and we have to try and go for a move here, as it's lap 34 already, as Reese Linden goes down the inside, but he couldn't quite make the move. Now on exit you can see we have
Yeah,
more
now you
traction
can
and more straight line speed still. So now that's us up into P4 after all that tire saving and a bad start in this race. But now lap 35, still Reese Linden very close to us, and Kian right ahead of us, starting the final phase of this race. And you can see Reese Linton is not really trying at the moment, but he can brake so much later with his fresh tires. So I still went slightly defensive as he's trying to have a look down the inside there. But we defend that off. We're going to stay in the middle of the track, and he still goes down the inside as we left too much room there basically. So he gets past,
Oh my God,
and we drop down to P5.
With the penalty.
And then we got the other race clutch driver, Lenny, right behind us. He also has very fresh tires, and you can see how much more grip they have.
Too much grip.
But you can see on the straights we are quicker, so I think we are running a way lower wing on the car than them. And now you can see on this straight as well, the straight line speed we have is way more. So now into turn 4 we're gonna try and defend him sorry, at the inside there, as Kian and Reese are fighting it out for the podium as well. Maybe we can still have a look at Kian, as he might be low on ERS as well, but we are mainly focused on defending of Lenny as he has a way bigger chance to get past us. Now only the final corner, and we still managed to get a top 5
Yeah, maximized
in this race.
What did you get?
5.
Oh my God.
After that bullshit fuel saving, man. Oh my, oh my.
So that was the race done. Still managed to get a top 5 somehow after that start of the race with the fuel saving, which was not ideal. But yeah, luckily still good points. Unfortunate about Fabrizio, but we'll be back next week. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you guys soon.